Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be doing a Procreate flip through. So this is all my digital art on my old iPad. I actually replaced my iPad. I have a new one right here. I got this. It's a little bit too big. I bought this around my birthday last year. So we're coming up on like a 1-year anniversary with this iPad. I've had 3 iPads in my lifetime. I had one as a kid that I mainly used just to play games. And then I upgraded to this iPad, I think when I was 14. And that's around the time where I started doing digital art. So before this iPad, I was just using my finger on Procreate on a cracked screen. So I thought I'd upgrade my iPad. I did that at 14. So I had this for, 6 years? No, 7 years, yeah. I've had this for about 7 years. So I have around 7 years worth of drawings in Procreate. So I thought I'd do a little flip through just in case, I turn my iPad off and it just never comes on one day. I don't want to lose all my stuff. So I think it'd be nice to just kind of document it, have a little video about it. And then maybe once I've officially had my new iPad for a year, I'll do a flip through of the digital art that I've accumulated for a year. So yeah, let's just open up Procreate. Okay. Got a lot of random stuff here. I think I'll just start at the bottom. These are all the things that just kind of came with Procreate, so these aren't mine. Then I have a section for original characters. And yeah, let's just go through them, I guess. I think this was my first ever drawing on this iPad. Let's go check the date on this. I don't know why I keep using my finger when I'm literally holding my Apple Pencil right here. This was made back in 2018. So yeah. Also, I don't really have OCs. I never really draw the same character twice. I don't give them names or anything. I just draw random people. I just kind of design random people. This I think I actually imported from my old iPad. So from my first one. So this was just drawn with my finger, and I think I finished it on here. Yeah, not great. Again, these older ones will be back from 2018. So we're going back a few years now. I remember being very happy with this one back when I made it. My little, I always saw her as being kind of fairy because I don't know, I think the pastel colors just kind of really give fairy. So then I tried drawing her again as a little chibi. Didn't love it half as much as the other one, but yeah. Here I drew myself. This was my first ever Meet the Artist. So yeah, I was 15 at the time I made this. Let's check. Is this 2019? No, 2018. Okay. I was 15 when I got my iPad. Should I go through every single one of these? Or you guys can probably see. I don't think these drawings specifically would be very interesting. Here I drew myself again. I kind of like this little bubbly art style. Myself again. Another Meet the Artist. So I'm assuming I did this towards the end of the year, early 2019. So this was the year I turned 16. I made this. I tried to make one of these every year. So I think I have 3 or 4 of these, before I stopped making art. And I actually want to make another one this year, but I'm waiting for my birthday before I do that. This is another drawing that I loved a lot at the time. Here I start really getting into digital art. So just my little ice girl. I had a little Easter drawing here. I think it'd be nice to make another Easter drawing this year as well. I haven't made one in ages. Actually, I think this is the only Easter drawing I've ever made. Another drawing I made. I do really like the hair for this one. Don't like much else with these drawings. The thing about my original character art from back then is that a lot of it was just very plain, which is why I also just didn't like drawing OC art instead of fan art. I don't know, something about it always seems kind of plain to me. Hair like this always took ages to draw, by the way. But it's very rewarding, it's just time consuming. I made this one. We will be getting into some better art, by the way. My OC work is not my strongest. I did like this one a lot as well. While drawing a Pisces, even though it does look like her foot is getting sucked. But I never had the energy to fix it. Trying making some OCs here, I see, though I have little to no memory of them. Here's another Meet the Artist. So let's check when this was. End of 2019. Yeah, I actually don't know what iPad this is. I'm really bad at remembering stuff like that. I think my new iPad is like, actually I couldn't tell you, and I don't want to say in case I like throw people off. But I'm assuming that this iPad was probably a if I got this iPad in 2018, it was probably like a 2017 edition. It's my little bubblegum girl. I did love this at the time. Another Meet the Artist. I was 17 at the time I made this. Here I was playing with some shapes for the background. I do really like this drawing as well. This might be a nice one to recreate, actually. Another OC that I just kind of never made again. We don't talk about that. That was an inside joke with my friends. This is when Among Us was big. I just kind of drew myself because I always had the yellow outfit. And then I always had the flowers. And yeah, this was me when I played Among Us. I actually really preferred being crewmate over, what's it called? The suspect. Not the suspect, but like imposter. That's what it's called. Here's a drawing I made for my 18th birthday. Here, I promise I was okay when I drew this. I don't know why I drew this. I don't draw when I'm upset, so this isn't like this isn't vent art. It's just a little idea I had, and I just kind of did it. And it says, "Save me if I become my demons." This is inspired by the song My Demons from Starset. And then I showed this to my sister, and I asked her to name it, and that's why it has this name. Ignore that. Another OC that I never touched again. I do think her hair is nice, though. This was actually a challenge, I believe, that I saw on TikTok, and it was like, if you have 2 siblings, you know, give her long hair, or, you know, if your favorite color is yellow, make that her wings, and I don't know. You get it. So this was kind of Frankenstein from that video. Oh, look at that, another Meet the Artist. But I do believe this is the last one I have. This is my most recent one from when I was 19. I am 21 at the moment. I'll be 22 in March, so I am going to recreate this. I'm going to make a new and improved Meet the Artist for my birthday. I just don't want to do it before I, like, since my birthday's so early on in the year, I just want to have my birthday first before I make my, like, Meet the Artist of the year. This was a little sketch for a painting I did. I'll see if I can put that on screen now, if I can find it. And this I made for another little TikTok trend back in the day. There's a little song where like you just, oh god, the lag. It was like my name, my age, my favorite color, blah blah blah. So yeah, I won't go through all of these, but yeah. And then I drew myself again. This was when I colored my hair for the first time in my life. So I think it didn't last for very long, but it was nice while it lasted. Maybe I'll do it again. And then this was a little Instagram challenge to like draw yourself, or like I guess insert yourself into the Harry Potter universe. And I do believe that I'd be a Ravenclaw. And I kind of just gave myself a Patronus. I just gave myself an otter, which I think is the same one as Hermione. I think it signifies like, I want to say like friendliness and cleverness or something like that. I'm not sure. Oh, my pink hair era, man. I do miss it. But yeah, I think this is a cute little thing. So that's in 2022. So yeah, these are my most recent drawings. I do really like this one. This is great. I think I can do the face even better now. Yeah, this was some art I was making back when I was doing my portfolio for university. I love the lighting and the colors in this one. And this next one is one of my favorites as well. Here, this is my all-time favorite face I've probably ever drawn. I am obsessed with the nose. I think the nose looks great. And yeah, it's very different from like the type of work that I do, because it's very like dull colors, and I love saturation and just colors. But I thought I would step outside my comfort zone, and that's what this is. And yeah, some embarrassing stuff for my partner. And then it looks like I tried to draw myself for my 20th birthday, and I never did, which is fine because the proportions are really awkward. My torso is not that long. Yeah, that's actually, the more I look at it, the worse it gets. Ugh. Good thing I never finished that. That's one folder done. The next one is another one of my biggest ones. This is probably my biggest one. This is fan art. So So this, I remember this being the second ever drawing that I made on this iPad, which was just a little sheet of Mulan, because who doesn't love Mulan? And yeah, I won't bother clicking on every single one. You can see them. This was my favorite drawing for a long time, going ages ago now. Liked this one as well. This was a little challenge on Instagram. You can see I went through a little phase here, my Mystic Messenger phase, which lasted for a very, very, very long time. Oh gosh, this is my first like full piece back in 2019. This looks awful. I am so sorry. I am better at drawing. I don't want to say landscapes. This isn't a landscape, but like a whole like illustration. I am better now. So yeah, this was actually my dad's background on his computer for the longest time. Despite the fact that it doesn't fit the screen, it's just the image and then it's all black on the sides. But he always had this every Halloween, so I should probably make him a new one, and then make the dimensions actually fit the screen. I did like this one. This is like the Battle of Psychics, because how fun is that? I remember being very impressed with myself with these buildings. I don't know if they're like accurate in any way, but it looks cool. This was one of my favorites for the longest time, and this has probably been a profile picture of mine at some point, because my username is Fangirl. I love it. I love the little heart in her eyes. I think I recreated this on paper, but I would love to recreate this again digitally, just to see how much I've changed since, like, I believe it's 2019. The hair here as well, I was really impressed with. You can tell like 80% of my effort and time was spent on hair, and like not the rest of my drawings. Yeah, hair was my favorite thing to draw, and it always ended up being my favorite aspect of any drawing. This was my favorite for a long time as well. This is Tiana from Princess and the Frog. Would love to recreate this now that I'm better at, again, full illustrations. You know, I can actually draw backgrounds and stuff like that. Esmeralda, Sora and Kairi. This was one I really liked as well for a while. Again, I do love the hair. This has been a profile picture for a while. I mean, it's not currently, but it has been. Yeah, this was a little trend that was going around on Instagram, you know, back in the days, where everyone was redrawing the Sailor Moon image. Yeah, I really liked the purple and the blue in the hair, and I did recreate this. I think that might be on this iPad as well, if I remember correctly. So we should be seeing the new version. Here's Nezuko. I hate this drawing. I kind of hate everything about it except for like the hair again, like always. But I don't know why this one came out so bad. It's Marnie. I was probably playing Pokemon at the time. And I like that it kind of looks like she's on a stage. That's what I was going for. Did a 6 fan arts challenge. This is probably still one of my favorite digital pieces. This is Hanako and Yashiro from Toiletban Hanako-kyun. I just love it. It's just so colorful. And I love there's like little splashes of like orange, pink, and mint, like all over the drawing for no reason, and I love that. I love that there's like no rhyme or reason to these little splashes of color. There's just color. Like, I can't explain why I love it. I just do. But yeah, so colorful, so bright. I love it. Another Mulan piece, drawing her different like outfits in the movie. I love Mulan, if you couldn't tell. This is another one of my favorite pieces. Some random stuff. Here's another 6 fan arts challenge. This was a Christmas gift for my sister back when we were really into Hunter x Hunter. Oh, it's kind of awkward. Ooh. Aw. Sasha and Niccolo from Attack on Titan. Still haven't finished Attack on Titan. Just can't get myself to watch anime anymore. It's another Hanako and Yashiro drawing. I don't like it quite as much as the other one though. There we go. There's Dobby and the fuck his name? I can't remember his name back when I actually cared about My Hero Academia. Huck, my beloved. Because I do love Huck. But yeah, back then everything looked very digital. That's something I've like fixed in my newer art. Of course you won't see it because it's on my new iPad, but everything's very digital. It's very clean, very overly blended, which is, you know, a little piece of critique for all my old art. Gender bent Gojo. I thought this was a fun little piece of, I think his name is Sylvain. No, his name is so not Sylvain. It is Sylvain. Wow, Sylvain, and I do believe that's Felix. So, yeah. I can't explain why I wanted to draw that. I just did. Here I have the only, these 3? No, these 5 actually. No, these 6 actually are the only pieces of book fan art that I have. So you can assume that I started reading probably around here. So yeah, that's fun. Here is the Sailor Moon redraw. I do love it. It's great. I'm obsessed with like the extra little colors in other colors, if that makes sense. It looks so good. I love it. I love bright, saturated drawings. Here is a scene from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I love this style as well. I put so much time and effort into it. I'm not great with buildings, with architecture, with backgrounds, anything, but like, and I've obviously blurred the background to focus Esmeralda, but like, oh, this was great. I love the texture. Look at that texture, it's so nice. Look at that. I love it. Obsessed with it. And then the other version, oh yeah, is here. It's like picture 1, picture 2. Oh, it's so good. I love it. And yeah, the rest are just some book fan art. And then here I have some draw this in your style challenges. These are all from quite long ago because I don't think I've done one in a while. Here's my most recent one back in 2021. So yeah, these were a bunch of different draw this in your style challenges on Instagram. This is OC work from many years ago. Then I did a little series of Haikyuu characters, but I don't know why I did it when I'm not creative with clothes at all. I still struggle with like finding inspiration for clothes, so they all kind of like, you know, I don't know. They're not great, but I guess I had fun. Here's different practice or like work in progress things that I did. So yeah, nothing here is really gonna be of interest. So I'll just kind of scroll. Oh, I forgot I was doing a Sophie and Howl redraw. I completely forgot about that. I wouldn't mind doing that. This one's kind of cute. This is what's his name from Obey Me. Cute. Oh yeah, and I was redrawing a scene from The Little Mermaid. So many pieces I completely forgot about. Then work. So this will be things for different projects, for school, commissions. So this was a logo I made. This was something I made for religion class, but there's no text in it, so I can't remember. I think it was something about like, oh, it's late, I should really sleep, but one more movie, or like one more episode, or something like that. So actually, I love this face right here. It's so good. Another logo, some stuff. This was actually back in 10th grade, God. I was so young. Yeah, different things for school, commission page, and then these were, I think everything after this is just commissions. This is probably my favorite commission. I do love the hair. So if you guys want to commission me, I can make stuff like this. Yeah, the rest here, if they're just sketches, that means that I printed them out and then did them on paper. But I don't know if I even have the photos anymore, so I can't show you. But yeah, commissions I've done over the years, and like just commission pages and stuff like that. This was another commission I did. Yeah, I can't do traditional commissions at the moment just because I'm away from all my materials and from my studio. But over the summer, we can commission traditional pieces. But until then, you're welcome to commission digital art. Yeah, I think this was a logo I made for, not a logo, it was a profile picture I made for someone. Yeah. Next is everything here. These are all sketches and like practices, and sketches I would print out and like trace on paper and then color them with my markers. So there's just a bunch of sketches here. So yeah, and when I say a bunch, I mean a bunch. Yeah, this was my favorite way to work for the longest time. I would sketch on my iPad, and then I would print it out, and then I would trace the line art on my my good paper, and then I would just color it with my markers. So yeah, probably some of my best work has been done like this as well. Like here, for example, here is the sketch and the little like mock-up, I guess, of a drawing that turned out like this. This is what it looked like in the end. This as well was my profile picture for a long time. It might still be, actually. Here are some of my best pieces, definitely. This is my Genshin Impact series, so I will go through all of these because I put a lot of time and effort into all of these. This was my first ever one. This was Zhongli. We have Child, and I wanted to incorporate their like element in the background in every one of these little portraits. This is probably my least favorite one. I don't know why, I just didn't love the Shao one very much. Venti, I'm sorry, it takes a moment for the drawing to actually load in. Dilek, come on, there you go. And then Kaya, this might be one of my favorite ones. I do love how this one turned out. Yeah, maybe I don't bother going through all of them. I'll go through my favorite ones. I do like Changyan as well. But Kokomi was definitely one of my all-time favorite drawings for the longest time. Like, just look at her. Back in 2021. I thought that the Raiden Shogun one was quite good as well. I loved the glowing, like, electricity when she pulls her sword out. Little Obami stuff here. I thought it'd be kind of cool to make pins. Maybe not pins, some kind of merchandise. I don't know what. And then one side was like their normal outfit, and then the other one was like the demon version. So it's just kind of what I was designing here. Never finished it though, but that's what the idea here was. And I have some Disney fan art. I wanted to make a whole series out of it. As you can tell, I didn't make it very far. It's like super ultra cute, almost kind of chibi-fied Disney characters. So yeah, I thought that would be a fun little series, but I did not make it very far, apparently. I think this might be one of my most recent ones. I have a lot of random stuff up here. I wanted to make a series about like my 6 favorite characters. I obviously never finished it, but yeah, I still stand by this. Huck is number 1, obviously, because it's Huck. I made a little series here with Fire Emblem 3 Houses characters, where I had like one version was their pre-time skip version, and then the other one is like their post-time skip. Oh, there we go. So yeah, never made it far enough into the series, mainly because it just wasn't doing very well online, so I just couldn't be bothered. I was designing some Harry Potter stickers, which is kind of fun. I'm just very inexperienced with all kinds of like physical merchandise. I wanted to do fan art of some book stuff, never ended up doing it. Here, I wish I finished this drawing, I just can't be bothered, but I did love the texture again in this drawing. I love the texture. Can't see myself ever finishing it, but you know, hopefully I do. Apparently I started on a Little Mermaid drawing. It's a shame I never finished that, but you know, never too late, I guess. This was stuff, I think now we're getting close to stuff that I did at uni. So this is all stuff that I had for my animation class. I did this for contextual studies. Some stuff here. This was for a project I did. You can kind of tell that I didn't love art at the time I was doing this. I feel like, because I kind of got out of art for a long time, and I think studying illustration at university kind of rekindled my art for it, but it took me maybe about a year for me to actually get back into it. So I feel like you can kind of see it in my projects that like, my heart wasn't really in it. Here's more that I did. Some stuff I did for animation again. But yeah, I slowly got it back. And I think you can see it on my new iPad. You can kind of tell where the switch happens and I start to actually enjoy making art again. And yeah, so this is some other stuff I made for university. This was actually like a 3D thing. I printed out each layer. As you can see here, these are like the separate layers, and they were like they were cut professionally, like with the printer thing. I can't remember what the word for that is. It was like 3D cut. So I had all these individual like paper layers, and then I kind of just painted them up and glued them together. There's some printmaking stuff. I didn't choose to draw a guy with a pig head with his feet out. This was like I think it was like Cockney rhyme project thing that we had, and I got F for feet, and then I said plates of meat, feet. I don't understand what the correlation is either, but I needed to draw something that had to do with plates of meat and feet, so this was how I did it. And then yeah, this is all the painting I did for my final major project last year. And I actually did the final drawings on my new iPad, so once I record that video, you'll see the finished drawings for my final major project. Yeah, that's actually all it. So I hope that this was interesting to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. There's plenty of years worth of art. Like I said, I believe this is like 2018 to early 2024. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing an update of my art, of my digital art after a year with my iPad, and I will record that soon as well. So let me know which piece is your favorite, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.